Good afternoon, everybody. Extragalactic planets. Now, I wanted to discuss this because, well, what you can see with the telescopes is determined by what theory you use. If you have a theory that isn't up to par or is missing a lot of information or is inconsistent, you're not going to get the full package. You're not going to get the full meaning of what it is you're actually looking at. It would be like, back in the day when everybody believed that matter was either earth, air, fire, or water, and they had to explain everything in terms of these four basic elements. Now we know better. There are hundreds of elements and hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of combinations of those elements into molecules and compounds. So things turned out to be a lot more complex, but what we could see is determined by, what we knew to be real, like what we had figured out about nature. The theory determined what we could see. When you use a theory that is false, the information that you have isn't going to make any sense anyways. You're just going to be looking at it and just scratching your head and not knowing what you're doing. And it just sucks because when you don't have the best theory available, you're going to start making claims about nature which just aren't true at all. And the Extragalactic Planet article, I think, sums it up quite nicely. An extragalactic planet, also known as extragalactic exoplanet, is a rogue planet or a planet orbiting a star located outside of the Milky Way galaxy. Due to the huge distances to such worlds, they would be very hard to directly detect. However, indirect evidence suggests that such planets may exist. Now, the Andromeda Galaxy is about 2 million light years distant from us, which is really, really far away. I don't want to cuss anymore. But the astronomers, they think that the planets, they're all dim worlds that don't shine. Yet, that's what I'm saying in this theory that I'm working on. Everybody knows that. If you want to see a planet in another galaxy, an extragalactic planet, all you have to do is realize that it's going to be hot and bright and shining. So the evidence for directly detecting extragalactic planets is the very structure of a galaxy itself. If you were to take a telescope and look up at the Andromeda Galaxy, the reason why the Andromeda Galaxy is really bright and you can see it is because it has hundreds of billions of young exoplanets that are shining, that are still hot from their formation. The fact that astronomers call them stars and separate the two, anyways, here's an inverted color picture of the Andromeda Galaxy. That's the center right there. And then I took out a cutout of the zoomed in picture and I put it on a Microsoft Word page. And there you go. Tens of thousands of extragalactic planets right in front of us. It just sucks that this new discovery from the University of Oklahoma states that it says here, evidence of a population of rogue planets. A population of unbound planets between stars with masses ranging from Moon to Jupiter masses have been indirectly detected for the first time by astrophysicists from the University of Oklahoma in the Lindsay Galaxy that lenses quasar RX J1131 1231 by microlensing. That's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, man. They're not really detecting anything. The direct detection of the exoplanets is done because they shine and they're big and they're hot. The fact that astronomers call them planets still is very, very strange I don't know whether they reject this understanding or they're just completely ignorant of it. I don't know which one it is anymore, because it's been like, it's going to be on 7 years now that this discovery has been, out there with thousands of views in the main papers I've written, tens of thousands of views in the YouTube channel. Like, how can they still be ignorant of these facts? It's incredible. Anyways, enough of that. On to the good stuff. I made another book. This one is a lot better. I learned how to put the pages in the binding a lot better. I used PV glue for the bind in the center, and the pages, they look really, really nice. Oh, my dad is helping me edit it. It's gonna take a long time, and then I made the font 11 due to a listener's request, and I think a font of 11 is a lot better. I think that's a lot better. But I've still been putting all the references in, putting all the new papers in there, and so far it's about, how many pages is this right now? We're cruising at, from this printout, 215 pages. But I made this book about a week ago, and I taped the front cover on there. But the new one that I have mostly up to date now is around 237 pages. So there's going to be a lot more work to do. I think it's probably going to be a low estimate, maybe about 320, 330 pages, and it'll have basically everything in there. I mean, it'll be a version 1, but it'll have everything that I've been working on. And I've also been going through a lot of my diagrams, a lot of my journal notebooks. A lot of the ideas in there need to be fleshed out as well, because they're really, really strange, and I think the listeners would be very interested in reading about them. But anyways, y'all, I think I'm gonna make another book this weekend. This is number 2. I'm doing a lot better with it now. Alright, y'all. Later.